Today we're making a Mezcal cocktail that has a very difficult to open bottle, but don't worry, I'll breathe on it for you because Ian's just not strong enough. If you like smoke, or you like me, stick around. Not even close to you.
Nope.
Welcome to Comment Cocktails. I'm your host, Derrick Schommer. That's Ian Andrews.
And this
is a cocktail.
is our producer, Theodore Messman.
Oh wow, you're like so far ahead of me. I couldn't even find that in all that words.
Mic drop.
Boom.
Yeah.
I'll bring a mic next time. I need a soapbox.
And this cocktail name is?
This is called the Maguey Sour. And a Mah-Gay is a... what is a Mah-Gay again?
Another word for agave.
Another word for agave. And guess what?
What?
Mezcal has agave in it because it's like tequila. Tequila is a mezcal, but mezcal is not tequila.
Yes.
Or whatever. I mean, you need to get that on a shirt.
Yes.
And then I can put it on instead of this.
That's an awesome shirt, though.
I know.
Everybody loves Randy the Macho Man Savage.
Especially when it's skin tight right to my body.
Well, that's just for the viewers.
Yeah, that's just for you guys. So we're gonna do.
I remember there was something about this Bénédictine I didn't like.
Yeah, run out of warm water.
No, it spins.
I know, because you got to push it in a weird angle. Just think of it like it was your cock, and you just gotta. Never mind.
Help.
You're right. My bad. Well, he's doing that. I'm gonna read off what we have for ingredients in here.
Oh, I didn't know that was a crappy bottle.
You didn't know?
I forgot.
Do you have a vice or something? It's just
Use one of
spinning.
those grips.
I'm telling you how to do it.
Okay, you do it.
Use one of those grippy things.
Huh?
It spins. It just spins on it.
I'm telling you how to get it off. He's just not listening to me.
Okay.
All right, you just breathe on it. Jesus, I tell you that every time. The ingredients for this drink.
Yes, read them off.
Here we go. 2 ounces of mezcal. It's like tequila but smoky. Wee. Never mind.
Go ahead, do it.
Half ounce of Bénédictine. 3/4 ounce of fresh lemon juice. I want to keep all the ingredients in a row so that the VSOP people are cool. Half ounce of orgeat, freshly opened BG Reynolds orgeat, available today at awesomedrinks.com.
And yesterday.
And yesterday too. Half large egg white. I don't know what we're gonna do with the other half. Pinch of freshly grated nutmeg and an orange twist.
Oh, orange. That's an orange spin.
But
that works. That's cool.
oranges can't twist. They only got one direction.
Oh, I'll twist the shit out of that motherfucker.
What else? That's it. The lesson for today is going to be called the reverse shake. This is not a new dance. This isn't an 80s retro groove.
Right.
This is going to be how you take an egg white to supposedly build more froth. Typically, people say you add an egg white, you dry shake.
Wait, what are you doing?
He's breaking eggs in here.
What do you think
Why
I'm
are you
doing?
doing the egg white already?
That's part of the shake. Don't you put it in with ice?
He's doing the reverse shake. No.
But you shake the egg white with the ice.
Okay.
Yeah. I read the same article you did, Jen.
All right. Apparently you read it better than me.
So,
Obviously.
unless this turns out completely wrong, because we'll all figure this out later, or consumers will be telling, or viewers will be telling us in a minute. A half an egg white was what Ian just did there. That was only half. You think that egg's gonna sit in that?
Yep. There's enough stuff to absorb it. It's good.
Okay. So you're normally.
Sorry, I'm making sure I got everything mentally here.
You can do things mentally while I talk, because no one will hear you. Normally you dry shake, and then when you're done dry shaking, you add the ice. Dry shaking is iceless shake to build up the emulsification, and then you add, after you've done that for like 30 seconds aggressively, you add ice and you finish it. This is reverse. You add ice first. Watch this.
Supposedly it improves the consistency of the egg white over time, so you have less froth loss as you drink sitting.
Froth loss?
Froth loss.
Sounds like a monster. I got attacked by the froth loss last night.
Sounds just like that. I wonder about you.
Yeah, you do.
It's frothy, I'll give you that.
You guys can all watch what I'm doing.
Get that
Unless you're on live stream.
orange twist going.
Get the orange twist going. I'm not going to twist it just yet because I want to keep some of that lovely awesomeness for later. I can show you with this one. If you twist it here, like this, you're going to get a lot of the zest to pop out.
Let's see that from over here.
And once you do that, it gets wet. You get a lot of the zesty like that. The beautiful orange, almost like a very vibrant, fleshy taste in your nose. And your nose actually produces most of the taste anyway. So when you're tasting something, that a lot of it is all the aromas, even when you're taking a sip. So having a little of the bright orange is going to add flavor to it through your nose holes.
I will say this does look quite frothy.
See? You already did. I missed the whole thing you did.
You did. You're talking.
Shit. Wow, it's like yogurt. No, it's like ice cream.
Yeah.
What color is it supposed to be?
That.
Okay.
Because I did it right, so it's that color.
Oh. You're very tired sounding.
I don't know what's up.
Oh, you want to do this first or after?
That's like all foam.
Right?
So we're going to give this a nice
It's like
twist.
a squirrel.
I'm going to build a twist. I'm going to then roll this around. It's supposed to be around the inside, isn't it? Or does it make a difference? I guess it's the salt that you go in one direction, or is it the inside?
I don't know.
Tell me.
What are you doing? Put it on the inside because, as we've heard Kurt say, you put it on the inside so you don't get it on the outside. And you don't touch it with your hands.
Yeah. That's the trick. Don't touch it with your hands unless you've washed them first.
Now you have a nutmeg grinder somewhere,
Yeah.
so you don't have to use a cheese grater.
They ain't not great. Wait a minute. There's a nutmeg grinder. That's a thing.
Don't you have a small hand grinder?
I don't know what that is.
Okay.
I lost that years ago.
Yeah, but the
It might be under there.
cheese grinder works fine, but there is a
Anything that
specific type
grinds.
grinder for that.
Just because it's easier.
Yeah.
How's that going? Pitch in.
That looks pretty nice and frothy. A little yellow underneath.
I like the fact that the yellow's starting to come through.
Yeah.
Because otherwise it's going to be like if you pour beer aggressively or you pull it out of a tap and it's got a lot of nitrous oxide or whatever you put in those. What do you put in that?
Carbon dioxide.
Carbon dioxide. You put carbon dioxide?
CO2?
You don't put nitrous in there, right?
You do if it's a Guinness, or Sam Adams is
Right,
doing
that's
a
what I was
nitrogen
thinking.
experiment right now.
Who is?
Sam Adams. They're doing a bunch of nitrogen beers.
Oh. Yeah, do they actually have the nitrogen cap inside and everything?
I think they're tap beers.
Yeah,
I'm not sure.
taps. And yeah, so you get a nitrous look to it, like a Guinness, like a Fuller. Is it Fuller? Foster? No, Foster. Fuller.
Boddington's?
Let's go Boddington's then.
Yeah.
It starts with an F, but the one I was thinking of.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Looks fancy.
Yeah, it looks decent. It looks almost like it looks like a sour, obviously, like a
does.
Boston sour. Only a little bit lighter, because the bourbon's going to add the color to the Boston sour.
Dude.
What? You're looking at me like I did something wrong. I'm like, what? Did I do something wrong? Okay, just checking.
Yeah,
It's not
see,
you.
I read it right. You read it wrong.
Oh, what is it? You shake with the ice without the egg, and then you add the egg and dry shake?
Okay. So everything I explained earlier, forget it. Did you
It's still pretty damn frothy.
Did you take a smell from that? A little sniffy sniff? Did
Orange.
you notice that like it looks like it would be a bourbon sour and you smell it and it smells like smoke?
Yeah.
That's not a bourbon sour. No oak.
No.
That's
Citrusy smell because the orange wash on the inside. Nutmeg. It almost
I don't
smells
even
like
get that much nutmeg though.
It almost smells holiday-ish with the orange and the nutmeg to me and the
I
smoke.
don't get a lot of nutmeg. Well, as I get closer in, when I go for the dive bomb,
Then you get it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Put your nose right in that shit. Come up, look like a frosted donut. That's how you know you're doing it right.
I get it. That's an old joke.
Yeah, it's an old oral sex joke.
It's just in case you aren't catching
In
on.
case you're not catching on.
Wow.
That's not
Sour,
bad.
smoky sour,
Good balance.
and it doesn't taste like a tequila
I don't know
sour.
if I got the Bénédictine in here.
Did you put it in there? I know how hard it was for you to open it.
Definitely put it in.
It's
That's probably
not-
adding a little bit of the sweet balance to the drink.
It's not it's not that sweet either. There's more sour and dry finish.
There is.
Citrusy flavors to it.
Very dry finish.
How much citrus is in there?
There's
A
3/4
lot.
ounce of lemon juice.
Yeah, you get the, you know what though?
What though?
It tastes, maybe it's just from the zest or something, but the citrus tastes to me like an orange citrus as opposed to a lemon citrus.
Well, it makes sense because you're getting that in your nose first. And taste is related to
And the
smell,
sour is obviously going to be the lemon.
Yeah.
Because it's not like, oh, I rubbed a little bit of orange on there and it's, no,
Right,
you don't get that. You don't get the
Plus,
sour.
orange isn't that sour of a citrus when you're
No,
you
but
get down to
the
it.
zest, if you start, if you,
zest
eat,
is, yeah.
if you eat an orange like this, or like an apple.
Does anybody do that? Question of the day. Does anybody eat their oranges with the zest? Isn't that where all the toxins are?
I don't think you'll die.
No, you're not going to die, but...
You're not going to get scurvy.
Oh.
No, but it's not good, right? It's sour. It's bite. It's bad. You also, the other way, and this is even worse. So
the pith?
Yeah.
I don't mind the pith. That's just a zest.
The pith tastes like a bitter sponge. That's what it's like. A sponge that's been sitting out that you keep forgetting to wring out.
The rind, though, I don't think.
Dude, all I know is like you don't bite into this shit.
Agree to disagree.
No, I think we're both agreeing. This is not something you eat.
No, you wouldn't.
You don't just,
well, you might. I don't know.
Does anybody? We asked. Anybody ever done that?
Favorite alcoholic beverage to mix with eggnog?
Whiskey and rum.
Question of the day.
The liquor.com recipe for Uncle Angelo's rum with Dale DeGrosse Uncle Angelo's rum. Eggnog was great.
So eggnog, what do you mix with it? Me, brandy.
If it's homemade, I mean. But yeah, I'll probably I'll put a rum in there.
Whiskey, huh?
Cinnamon whiskey and eggnog?
Guitar Girl. Yeah, it says
that
she
sounds
likes
good.
Kentucky Fire, even if Derrick doesn't.
I was gonna say, well, that's where you went wrong right there. Guitar Girl, Sammy.
That doesn't sound too bad. A cinnamon whiskey and a
and
eggnog.
I mean, if you want to make a bad cinnamon whiskey taste good, add eggnog. What I would do is I would drink half.
Eggnogs are
Here's the
solid.
trick: you drink half the bottle, and then you fill the rest with eggnog and you finish it.
Sure.
Yeah, drink responsibly.
That's a
Great idea.
That's
that's
a
a
punch.
rough night right there.
Yeah, that's a rough life. Whoa!
That has to go on silent.
That
is
dude,
silent.
you need to change your background. I keep thinking it's a vagina. It's driving me crazy.
What?
Yeah, I know.
What's my background? I don't even know now.
I don't know. Wasp, you guys. Anyway.
What's up?
So,
I'm guessing that's Anton saying what's up.
Yeah,
He's
So-
not saying wasp.
definitely,
but he is.
even though this is a garnish in this drink, it does add something to the drink. I don't find the nutmeg adds too much. For some reason, I don't really know. I think the smoke. Because the first thing I'm getting is the smoke, and the nutmeg comes second.
So smoky, yeah.
That, unlike if I add, most of the time, what's the pusser painkiller? Painkiller. Would you... What is the one I just said?
What's the pusser drink?
Yeah, the painkiller.
The painkiller.
What's the painkiller called? When you put nutmeg on the painkiller, there's no the flavors are all buried under the foam or something.
Yeah.
Under the drink. In this one, that smoke rises right through the foam.
Well,
'cause it's part
Mezcal
of the
has
foam.
that strong, smoky
But
taste.
it's so much better to me than like an Islay scotch. It doesn't have the smokestacks.
I like this.
You know, so it's a good
drink.
smoky drink. I think really
Jen
it
found
fits.
it. Good job, Jen.
To me, this I imagine this as a spring, winter. I don't know. It just doesn't seem like something I'd sit around a pool and drink.
No, this is a fall or a winter drink to me. Just because of the smokiness. I think smoky belongs in the cold months.
Yeah.
It tends to be
That's true.
comforting.
Yeah, comfort. Ironically, Mezcal's in Mexico where they don't even know what snow looks like.
I know, it's crazy.
It's like water with white.
And what's funny is like nutmeg makes me think of Christmas and the holidays, but nutmeg is on a lot of tropical drinks.
It's a trade. It's a.
You go down to the Caribbean, they just put it on everything.
Nutmeg's everywhere.
It's on the painkillers.
Just shake
it's on
it
everything.
everywhere. Shake nutmeg on.
Around here, we don't really use it.
We don't
Yeah.
use nutmeg
Because
properly.
cooked with
We
it,
just
don't
sing
use it.
about it. Roasting on it. Oh, it's walnuts. No, I don't know. Chestnuts. That's it. We're done. You have your question. We asked it. I don't remember what it is, but it was important.
It was.
What's today?
Today's Monday.
Today's Monday.
So
no,
you-
it's Tuesday.
Today's Tuesday. Sorry.
We don't release on Monday. That's the
So
review.
you
or
can
something.
get most of this stuff at awesomedrinks.com. You can get your low balls, you get your orgeat, all your BG Reynolds syrups and whatnot. You get your shakers and strainers and measuring utensils and chef and squeezers and
if
all
you're,
that stuff.
You can also type almond syrup. That should bring up the orgeat for people who call this orgeat or, I don't know, orgeat or whatever else.
Orgeat is O-R-G-E-A-T.
Yeah.
If you want to
So
spell
there's another tip. You got to reverse shake, not the way Ian did it, and you have orgeat spelled not the way I just said it did.
If you go to awesomedrinks.com and you get an order, you can use the coupon code IRISH15 until April 5th to save 15% off your entire order.
You wrote that.
I know, but I had to read it.
That's it.
I can read my writing, I just have to find it.
We're done. Audience retention is falling right now.
Well, let's change that shit.
We're teaching how to drink.
Ooh.
Oh, weird. Oh,
Oh,
It's actually kind of pleasant.
that is kind of pleasant.
I got a little bit of burn in the back.
Well, yeah.
A little
but it's
bit
pleasant.
of back end burn, but the taste is pleasant.
Yeah.
Not granity.
The granite-